What's up, guys, and welcome to today's show. International break is over and the proper football is back. I didn't want to cover anything in the international break. England, Albania, Latvia, foregone conclusion. Now we're back to the proper things. Premier League, Champions League. Today we're going to preview Arsenal's game against, if my memory serves me right, I can't remember who we're playing. Let me just check. It doesn't really matter anyway. Premier League is, yes, it's gone, innit? Oh, that's it. London derby, Arsenal versus Fulham tonight. Listen, it's over. Liverpool are going to win the Premier League. Yes, they had a disappointing, run. Champions League, they got knocked out by PSG. They lost the Carabao Cup final to Newcastle. Newcastle well deserved. Congratulations to them. Their first trophy in 70-something years. And the parade was absolutely phenomenal. All of these haters saying, the Newcastle over-celebrated, talking like O'Hara. Mate, the hater, the jealousy, it just pouring out. Well done to Newcastle, and the parade was absolutely fantastic. One of the biggest clubs in the country, and well deserved. So Arsenal have Fulham tonight, and I don't know. It's a nothing game. Arsenal are fighting for the top four. Some people say, Liverpool could capitulate. They might lose some games. Arsenal might. No. Arsenal are not going to be flawless towards the end of the season, even if Liverpool do drop points. So, optimism around Arsenal seems to be back. The new director of football, Berta, is in situ, and Bukayo Saka is ready for action according to the manager. He is ready to go this week. And apparently Mikel Arteta is saying that Arsenal are going to spend big in the summer transfer window. It's going to be a big summer. All sorts of transfer rumours are floating around. So, Berta, listen, we all know the job that he's done at Atletico Madrid. He signed some good signings, but he also signed a lot of shit ones. So, no sporting director's perfect. Every club signs good signings or they sign duds. It's just the way, it's just the nature. It's just the nature of the business, the nature of the sport. So I was very happy with Edu. I don't know why he left. I do think it was because of Mikel Arteta. There was some sort of friction there. So it's going to be interesting to see what players, what profile of players Berta is going to sign. If him and Arteta are going to be on the same wavelength, it's going to be interesting. But I'm of the belief it doesn't matter who we signed, because I don't believe that Mikel Arteta has the coaching acumen in order to get the job done. I don't believe he has the mentality in order to instill the mentality into the team to get the job done, to win big games, to deliver big trophies. Because like I've said on many occasions, he ain't delivered anything. He delivered the FA Cup during the Cove times of Emery's team, and since then he has done nothing. So, even if he does, even if we do have the transfer window we all hope for, we sign the centre mid, we sign a right and left attacker, we sign a number 9 proper one. If we sign those 4 players, I still don't think it's going to be enough for this manager. And if we keep a hold of our best players like Saliba and so on and so forth, I don't still think it's going to be enough for this manager, because I just don't think he's good enough. But let's just see how it goes in that department. But there's a lot of excitement around Berta's acquisition at Arsenal. So let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens, and let's see, the players we're going to sign. There's a big rumour going around that Arsenal have got a big interest in Victor Gyökeres. Now, I don't understand why. Listen, Victor Gyökeres is a good striker. Do I think he's better than Victor Osimhen? No. I don't think he's better than Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen's proved himself at a higher level. Champions League, European games. He's done it with Napoli. He's done it with Galatasaray. He's helped deliver Napoli their first title in over 30 years by being one of the best strikers in the world, breaking records in Serie A. He is performed at a higher standard and a higher caliber than Victor Gyökeres. Now, I know Victor Gyökeres' numbers are good, but Victor Osimhen, if you actually look at it, Victor Osimhen is a better striker than Victor Gyökeres. You know, internationals gone by. Victor Osimhen scored 3 and 2 for Nigeria. Now, I don't understand why you're going to sign Victor Gyökeres over Victor Osimhen. I don't get it. If it's because you don't want to lose your player during AFCON, okay, that's a reason. But Osimhen is clearly a better striker than Gyökeres. Clearly. It's going to be interesting to see if Gyökeres is going to choose to go, if Man United go in for him, if Gyökeres is going to choose to go to Manchester United and follow Amorim, the coach he knows so well, or if he's going to choose Arsenal. Arsenal in a strong position, being in the Champions League, so on and so forth. The club is in a stronger position on and off the field, but Man United is still a bigger club than Arsenal, and he knows Amorim. So it's going to be interesting. As for Osimhen, that would be the striker I would choose. I believe he's one of the best strikers in the world, definitely in the top 5, a better striker than Gyökeres, performed at a higher level than Gyökeres. And, you know, the quality, the calibre, the pedigree is there for all to see. But for some reason, I don't know if Arsenal will want to sign him. There are a lot of rumours that apparently Osimhen has already said yes to Chelsea. And those talks are advancing quite rapidly. I don't know the validity of those sources, but those are things that I've been reading. Okay. There's also rumours that Arsenal might try and get Kuna from Wolverhampton. And that'll be a good acquisition in order to strengthen the wider positions, to get a quality forward in there. Because we need at least 3. A centre mid, Zubimendi's the name that's getting thrown around. Gyökeres is the striker that are linked with strongly. And if Kuna comes in, that'll be a pretty good transfer window. I think we need 3 attacking players. I think we need 1 on the left, 1 on the right, a proper 9, and a midfielder there. So let's see what happens. I think Kuna's a good player. He's a bit of a live wire. He's a bit of a, you know, disciplinary things he's got some issues with. So I don't know if that's the sort of player that Arteta would want to sign in terms of his temperament. We all know that Arteta does not like these sort of mavericks sort of players. He wants players that fall in line and, you know, play to the system, his boring system. So we're going to see how that develops. So now we're coming to the summer transfer window. Now we're coming to the end of the season. There's going to be all sorts of rumours getting and teams being linked with this player, players being linked with this team. And also are going to be linked with many a player. I just hope we get our business done. Because, you know, Arteta's come out and said there's going to be a big transfer window. There's going to be big signings. I hope these signings are done quickly. I hope that they are going to be big and quality signings, because that's the only chance we have to secure some trophies next season. Okay, so let's see if this is more porkies or this is actually the truth. As for the game tonight, Arsenal do need to win the game to make sure that they stay in the top 4, to make sure they stay, you know, as high in the top 4 as possible, because that top 4 race is tight. All right. I think that Fulham, did they lose to? I think they played. Did they play in the FA Cup? I think Fulham did play in the FA Cup. They did play in the FA Cup, didn't they? Against Palace. Was it Fulham versus Palace in the FA Cup? Yes. Crystal Palace beat Fulham in the FA Cup. But Fulham are still a good team. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard game for Arsenal. It's a game that Arsenal should win. It's a game that Arsenal need to win in order to solidify their place in the top 4. I expect Arsenal to win. It will be interesting to see. I don't think Saka's going to start. Some people think that he's been rushed back. Some people think that, you know, he should, you know, that he might break down again. I hope he doesn't. I hope he's ready. I hope he's fit, because we're going to need him for Real Madrid. I don't think he's going to start the game. I think he'll be on the bench. He probably will come on and see some minutes. listen, we have to trust the medical staff and the management that Saka is ready for action, that he's ready, that he hasn't been rushed back. It's been long now, so hopefully Saka is fit and ready to go for tonight, because we're going to need him against Real Madrid, right? And he hopefully gets some minutes under his belt tonight. So this is going to be my predicted team for tonight. Ryan in goal. Left back Lewis Skelly. Centre backs as usual Saliba, Gabriel. Right back Timber. Midfield Partey, Odegaard and Rice. And up front I think it's going to be Ranieri, Trossard and Moreno. I think that's what he's going to go with. Will he start Saka? I don't know. I think he'll be on the bench and he'll come on and see some minutes. Fulham are a good team. They're a dangerous team. Marco Silva's a very good manager, so they cannot be underestimated. Arsenal need to win the game. I expect Arsenal to win the game, but Fulham are a very good team and they could upset the party. And if Arsenal do lose tonight, then that is going to put pressure for that those top 4 places, because there ain't a lot of points gap. And if Arsenal don't win the game, if we lose the game tonight, then it's going to start getting uncomfortable. It's going to start getting uncomfortable for Arsenal. But I expect to win, and I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for the Gunners at home against Fulham tonight. So let's see how it goes. Very, very exciting part of the season. Champions League coming up. Apparently there's some rumours that some of the Real Madrid players might get banned because of their celebrations, misconduct. I think UEFA are looking into it or something like that. Like Rudiger and Mbappe, they didn't like how they celebrated. I mean, listen, I don't know. I think that's a long shot. They won the game. I mean, maybe they should look into the VAR decision that, Alvarez, he double kicked it. That was a bit dodgy, because I've seen loads of footage and I still can't see him double tapping it. So, I've listened to some European football experts and they don't expect these players to be banned, any Real Madrid players to be banned because of that. But that's something to keep an eye on going into the first leg of that Champions League quarter-final. So this is going to end today's video. I'll be back with my reaction to the game tonight, either tonight or tomorrow. So all that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you very soon. Peace.